rent is too damn high.
Rent party, I'm falling behind. Show you what love that you won't miss a dime. Rent party, come and kick it with me. It's WAIVE, cause I don't check ID. Rent party, I got the roof and the floor, boy.
Hi, welcome, and thank you for joining me here briefly. There's a few things that I need to get cleared up. This is an election year, and to help everyone a little bit more better understand what I have done and what I have been trying to express. I am a mathematical genius when it comes to the economy and money being spent that can help the economy, basically help the American public, American taxpayer. I self-trained myself when I realized there was no one smart enough in the colleges and in the Congress, neither the Senate, just say the White House in general or in Washington, D.C., smart enough to do what I have done. I tried to lay some of this out at Hofstra University at the gubernatorial debate in 2010 when I ran for governor. I laid out a blueprint for governors and heads of states to follow, but no one took me serious. It's mostly fell into comic view than it was a state, economic, country, American emergency than anything. I just didn't have the time to explain it clearly because most of the television stations and radio stations and all of media that I was invited to speak on wasn't focused on the matter of the economy, the deficit, and the fiscal cliff, or anything of that nature. They mostly surrounded themselves with me being a big joke for them to get ratings for inviting me to their programs, but never asked the question. And I'm not getting on them because I don't expect for an anchor person, a news person to ask these questions because they are a source of entertainment for the people, and I welcome that entertainment. But moving forward, as of today, February 2nd, those questions will no longer be answered by me if it's not pertaining to what I'm going to describe in a few minutes. Now, some of you may have heard that I'm running for mayor of the city of New York in 2013, and that is correct. I am running under two-party lines. I need to petition both of them. One to the Republican Party, and the second is my party, the rent is too damn high party. As I said, both of them need to be petitioned. Sometime soon, I need supporters to start contacting me now in the New York area, New York City area, Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island, Manhattan, Queens, who are Republican, so that I can get the signatures needed to get on the ballot, at least 7,500. And I don't think I can start collecting them until around May or June. So contact my office as quick as possible. You can do that by emailing me at damnrentparty. Go to rentis2damnhigh.org and you will see a email address at the top of the website. I'll make sure to put it there. Let me go to some of the highlights and what this campaign is all about. And what I'm saying has a lot to do with the people in the city of New York. To those who, I urge you to pay attention so that you won't have to ask me any questions of the relevancy of what I'm going to say. But I'm going to put it to you, I'm going to simplify it right now, as I did at Hofstra University. In 2008 and 2009, President Barack Obama gave $50 billion to every bank, corporation, and company in America of the people's money and through a capital purchase program they call a bailout or stimulus. Now, the homeowners and those who rent, let me just say the homeowners first, because the landlords, these are the landlords, and those who have homes, property owners and homeowners, okay? Say the landlord, corporation, gave, their money was sent as a part of this bailout and stimulus package. And the trouble is, the U.S. Department of Treasury gave this money to the banks and corporations, and at the same time, you as a tenant gave too. Now let me focus on the landlord and tenant. Both of you, the landlord and the tenant, money went toward banks and corporations, every bank and corporation in America, and the homeowner. But the problem I have is many of the homeowners' homes are foreclosed through the bank that got your money as a bailout and a capital purchase program, such as Bank of America. While you were still paying off your mortgage with them, they was borrowing money from the U.S. Department of Treasury to get out of debt, to get them on the right track of the road to recovery. No consideration was given for you at all. They're doing good, and you're hurting. So, the U.S. Department of Treasury and the Internal Revenue, which is supposed to be one, something is wrong. Because the money they gave to every bank or corporation in America, not only did it make the landlord a 61% shareholder of every bank in America, it made the tenant a 61% shareholder as well. Every taxpayer in America is a 61% shareholders of every bank or corporation, everyone who got this money. I don't give a damn if they paid it back. But to go a step further than that, for those who may have said they paid it back, yeah, but they didn't pay it back when they should have and supposed to. All of them, through my investigation, had to pay interest and penalties, late fees, and other fines that is charged against you when you don't pay back on time. Neither one of them paid this money back on time. Hold it right there. Now the concern is 2008, 2009. America is claiming 2012 and 13 a fiscal cliff. They're also claiming a deficit. Let me just stop it right there, because America is not in a deficit, and there should have never been the claim or accusation of a fiscal cliff. Excuse me for a second. There should have never been a claim of a fiscal cliff or deficit, for the basic reason the money that was collected from the interest and penalties that every bank and corporation in America did not pay back on time, the Department of Treasury and Internal Revenue and other government agencies have that money. They need to come forward with that money. To my calculation, in 2008, 2009, America is in a $189.71 trillion surplus. America got money. The money has gained interest. If you calculate that from 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, it would be a $948.55 trillion surplus. And going into the year 2013, that'll be $1,138.26 trillion surplus. Where's this money? The United States Department of Treasury have it. Internal Revenue have it. Other government agencies, collection agencies have it. Why haven't they came forward with it? The money's out there. Okay, Mr. McMillan, you're running for mayor of the city of New York. What that got to do with the people? Everything. People are paying high rent. The prices are continuously rising in the city of New York. Everything from subway to taxi, everything. And it makes no sense. Let me calm down a minute because it appears I get kind of frustrated when it comes to this subject of money, because someone in government can't count. I watch all the programs, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CNN, all these so-called money experts, all these college professors, economic professors, money experts. They can't do what I do. They're not experts. If they were experts, they would have been found what I found and came forward with it. We have a lot of pretenders out there and a lot of people who are doing it just to get on TV or for the money. They're educating your children nothing and nonsense. It's real sad. It's a sad day for America. For the President Barack Obama, let me just say the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are just alike. The President and the Democratic Party, they give reports every week on the economy and the job employment rating and unemployment rate. It's all a big lie. How many jobs they created, it's all a big lie. They created 3 million jobs, but at the same time, they're not telling you that 4 million or 5 million people were laid off. Anyway, I will try to continue this at another time. And I'm going to drill this on. The president needs to contact me. Someone needs to send this information to him. If you hear this message through YouTube, send my contact information to someone. Because like I said again, as of right now today, America is in a $948.55 trillion surplus. America should have never been claiming a fiscal cliff. And America should have never speak of deficit. Because there is no deficit and there is no fiscal cliff. I mathematically can prove it. So I look for the networks to get a hold of this. And I would explain it to America and the world. Because other countries are going by the democracy system we use. And their countries are doing bad as well. But when it comes to America, I believe in clean up your backyard before you clean up someone else. And that's what I'm here to do. Clean up this backyard. America, Americans, Americans, America. And when we get it right, it will have a domino effect throughout the world. This economy will do good and can do good. But we need people in place. My camera fell. Y'all excuse me for a moment. Excuse me for a moment. I had a little mix up here. My camera falling. When we do good and other countries will follow our lead. And I'm going to leave it at that. A little technical problem is not going to stop me from making this tape. You understand my message and what I'm trying to say. I give this message to the President Barack Obama. I've written to him a few times. He have not returned me, so I won't write to him anymore. But I have uncovered money in the U.S. Department of Treasury, which is Internal Revenue, that total volume up to $948.55 trillion surplus that America can claim, can erase the deficit, and no more talk of fiscal cliff. We have enough money to take care of everything we need in the city and to stop the people from suffering I use New York City as an example. So I'm running for mayor to hoping I can express some of this now, because on the campaign trail, as you know, running for mayor of the city of New York, they will never ask these questions. They get more personal other than economically with your questions, asking questions that is not relevant to the city and the people getting their lives together. So I better do it now, because I know I'm going to revert the questions they ask me to this. Every question that I'm asked, if it's not relevant to the economy and what went wrong and how to correct it, it's going to be coming from me, reverted and converted to what I'm saying right now today. So that's what I'm here to make sure the message is clear. Once again, this is Jimmy McMillan, founder of the Rent is Too Damn High Party. I hope to hear from someone on this matter. It is very grave. It can help everyone in this state, in the country, and the world.
Rent.
And thank you for listening. Thank you for your time.
Damn high.
Rent party, I'm falling behind. Show you what's love that you won't miss a dime. Rent party, come and kick it with me. It's WAIVE, cause I don't check ID. Rent party, I got the roof and the floor, boy. I bet you ain't disappointed. Cause it's a hey party, hey party, cause it's a hey party. This for my people struggling to pay the rent. Let's have a good time, but don't get too bent. I don't like the worry, so you shouldn't either. We should hit this vaporizer cause it's full of t-shirt. We jamming, just like a rusty old block. I feel the energy, got the crunk light for it not to get it jumping. Man, I hope it's sitting on shop and the party won't stop, even if they call the cops. Shout out to the ladies, looking all gorgeous, hotter than torches. I need to paint the portrait. Vibe is electric and air fit proportions. This place is a static. People on their porches, if anybody asks you, say it's for a pause. The owner sleep teeth, he cool but not tall. Using what he got to turn nothing into something. You know it's always a positive function. Rent party, I'm falling behind. Show you what's love that you won't miss a dime. Rent party, come and kick it with me. It's WAIVE, cause I don't check ID. Rent party, I got the roof and the floor, boy. I bet you ain't disappointed. Cause it's a hey party, hey party, cause it's a party, cause it's a hey party. Welcome to my living room. Southern hospitality, you just missed the brand. But the joint I roll magically, I possess the same consistency as hurtful. To love the game like Laura, I would never hurt her. Want something to eat, all I got is brain food. It's good for the soul, how about trying something new? If you want the microwave wraps going across the street, but that junk is laced with poison. Him SG, you can watch TV, but nothing on but some trash. That's why I'm so desperate, cause I'm always in the lab mixing something up with the potential to be great, just like a drug. This is another escape to a world that's different, where everything is exclusive. Everybody know that change is elusive. That's why I make this place where we get all kick it, but I need y'all support so it won't get a bit. Rent party, I'm falling behind. Show you what's love that you won't miss a dime. Rent party, come and kick it with me. It's WAIVE, cause I don't check ID. Rent party, I got the roof and the floor, boy. I bet you ain't